Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a makeup look for you guys, which this is the final look. So I wanted to start the video by kind of showing you the final look. Obviously I've done my hair. This is my new hair, by the way. It's more of like a brownie blonde sort of color. But yeah, so let me know what you think of this new hair color. Today I'm going to do a very summery kind of bronzy glow. I would say this is my everyday makeup look. I've been doing the same makeup routine for years. The only thing that really changes for me is like the products that I use. So hopefully you like the products in today's video. I will link everything down below. I wouldn't say it's a very like super clean girl look because I am wearing a lot of foundation and bronzer, but I also wouldn't say it's like a, you know, typical evening look, like heavy glam, because I'm not wearing the typical like cat eyeliner or like winged liner that I would sometimes wear if I'm going out at night. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video, and if you like this video, let me know, subscribe to the channel so I can start doing more fun videos like this. Let me know what you guys think and let's get into it. Okay, so we're starting off with this very clean slate looking fresh face. I just did the dermaplaning on my skin. I like to do that, like the face shaving. I like to do that, I would say, once every 2 weeks or at least once a week because I think it's a good exfoliant. And it just gives a very nice like blank sort of canvas to work with. My skin feels a lot fresher and the makeup and skin products go on a lot better. So this is what we're working with. So I'm going to go in first with these Chanel Le Sublimage Le Fluide and Sublimage L'Essence Lumière. Now these I use both, mix them together, and I use them as a base because they also have a lot of like antioxidants, like skincare sort of activating ingredients, which I will have to look up before I start, you know, talking about what's in them when I really am not certain. So I will put that on the screen somewhere here, but they are very good for your skin, just very hydrating. So they are skincare, but they can be used as a base as well. So I like to go in first with this one, Sublimage L'Essence Lumière. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one on first. And when you're putting it on, you can really tell that it's just so hydrating on your skin. If I'm looking over here, by the way, it's because I have a mirror also beside me. So then I'm gonna put on top the Sublimage Le Fluide. You just need a little dot, not too much. So both of these have such a beautiful consistency, like they're very light and soft. They're not too heavy on your skin. So you can really just work them into your skin and you don't feel like you're wearing too much on your face, because I know sometimes it can feel like a lot when you're doing like sunscreen, moisturizer, like you do your whole skincare routine and then you have like all of these bases. It can feel like a lot of product, but these are very light and just not sticky or heavy or anything, so they're very beautiful. I'm actually just gonna put my hair back out of my face for a second. Okay, so I had to wet this because I just started using my beauty blender. Before, I was using only like my fingers to like rub in my concealer and foundation, but I recently started using beauty blender. So now I'm going in with the Hourglass concealer. I've been using this concealer religiously because it's such good coverage. I'm obsessed. It's so creamy and I just love it. So this is the color Bisque in 1.8. I'm pretty pale usually if I'm not wearing self-tanner especially, so that's why you can see that this is like a very creamy sort of color. I'm gonna put that under my eyes first, and I usually do under the eyes like pretty heavily, and then I of course do like this little T-zone area where you have most of your reflections of light. I'm not a makeup guru, but I do know that this is where you should be mostly applying your concealer, and then if you have any little just like imperfections or something that you want to cover up, any little blemishes. So yeah, this is pretty much, if you want to do this like a little triangle as well, sometimes I do that. Now I'm gonna just take it and start blending it in. Now I'm just gonna go in with my finger and kind of like dab it out a little bit. Okay, so that's the concealer. You can see it's very beautiful coverage if that's what you're looking for. It's not too heavy as well, which I like. I'm gonna show you the foundation that I use. Now, you can see like the packaging is completely like smudged off because I've been using this for such a long time. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I need to check exactly what's the foundation called because I forget the name, but the shade is Neutral in 7.5. So Neutral 7.5, Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to just put a bit on my finger, and then I take this little brush and then I take it off, and then I just kind of start going all over my face. As you can see, this is the base, and it's a little bit darker than like my neck area right here, but that's because usually, as I said, I'm doing self-tanner or I'm putting the bronzer onto my neck at the end. So usually my body is like a little bit darker. And this is the shade that I use in the summer. So it does have like a little bit of more of like a yellowish kind of undertone, like this, this foundation. But I kind of like that in the summertime because I'm obviously tanning more, and then I'm using more bronzer, more self-tanner. So we are going to use this big fluffy brush for the setting powder. By the way, I'm using Laura Mercier setting powder in translucent. This is like such a staple in my makeup routine. I've always used this powder. I also love the Huda Beauty one, but I really do love the Laura Mercier. So I'm just gonna show you how I set the makeup. Set that in there. I just go all over my eye basically. Do it kind of here as well. I really don't like when my forehead here is like too shiny, so I like to really get that in there. I've been using this a lot too recently. This is the Chanel, it's like a compact powder. Usually I'm taking this to kind of put it in my purse throughout the day. I will, you know, take it in case I need to like do a little touch up under the eyes if things get too oily looking, but it comes with this cute little brush, and then throughout the day I'll just, and then throughout the day I'll just do a little pat here or here because I get a lot of oil kind of happening like here and here. So yeah, this is more just like a touch up, but I just love this compact case too. I think it's super pretty. So this is Le Beige B20 by Chanel. So I really love this product. I just feel like I carry this around all the time, not only for the powder too, but just for the mirror. If you want like a little cute little compact mirror, you can just, you know. Okay, so the next step will be the bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer that I've been using recently. This one is the Gucci bronzer, and sometimes I like to carry this as well because it also has such a nice little compact mirror. I've been using it a lot, so it's a little bit worn and torn. But yeah, so this is the Gucci Eclat Soleil in 01. That's the shade 01 Eclat Soleil. And I think the compact case is so cute that it comes in. I'm gonna go in with this little sort of small fluffy brush under the cheekbone here. And you just wanna like lift it up, you know, kind of above the corner of your ear, under this cheekbone area, like under this area right here. I feel like it's, yeah, it still helps me when I do like the suction sometimes. And then I can see like where exactly, taking it to the corner of the mouth. But you don't want like a line here, right? So you wanna just kind of like buff it out a little bit. And then I like to go here under the like jawline area, just to give more of like a shadowy sort of look, like chiseled. And then again, I take it down towards my neck. So I'm going here. And then I also go up here. So I'm gonna do a little bit starting here, go down, carry it up to the forehead, just where you would think the sun will hit you. So it's almost like a three-pronged like situation. So you're like going from here, and then you get here, and then the jaw, right? So it's like boop, like that. I also like to go here on the corner of the nose, okay? Let's do the other side. I love like buffing it out with this like big fluffy brush. So we don't want our neck being a different color than the face. That's obviously not cute. So we're just gonna do this. I want to show you another compact that I really love. This one is by Dior. These are like the ones that I kind of try to carry around in my purse, like throughout the day or something if I need a little touch up, because this is also a compact with the bronzer and the highlighter. So I love how it has both in here. The color is 100, so it's called Contour and Glow Diorissimo shade 100. And what I'll do now for like the highlighter portion, so let's say I want to do like a double highlighter look, especially if it's during the evening. I'll show you what I do. So I love this one. This is the Forever Glow Maximizer by Dior. This is a highlighter again. And what I'll do is I'll put this on the cheekbones. Oops, this little flyaway here keeps coming out. So I'll put this on my cheekbones and then I'll go ahead and put the highlighter from this, just a light swipe on top. You really don't need a lot of this because it's like very pigmented and it's just like, you really just don't need a lot. So I'm gonna show you. Like two or three little, whoop, and then I like to go here. Okay, the nose, and then I like to go here. So a good like rule of thumb for highlighter, like something to remember is wherever you put your concealer, you wanna put your highlighter as well. And I like to just do this with my fingers. So you can see that I'm putting the highlight kind of in the same spots that I've put my concealer at the start, because that's kind of where the light hits these angles of your face, right? I like to do my Cupid's bow as well. And then I'm just gonna rub it in, okay. Just a very light little tap. Okay. So you can already see that it's like quite highlighted. Okay. So it's almost like a pinky sort of goldish tone, I wanna say. So it is really pretty. It matches well if you're doing like a golden, like bronzy sort of look. It's very beautiful for that. So I really like this. And you can even put it like on your collarbones and stuff just to like accentuate, which I'll do after. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Dior palette with the highlighter and just kind of brush a little bit on top. So I'm gonna take a separate brush for that. So I'm utilizing all my brushes today. And I'm just gonna swipe it a little bit here and then give myself a little more shine and glow. Okay, so just very subtle. I don't wanna do too much, not too little. So since it's daytime, I want to do a little bit of blush, not too much because I don't want to overpower the look. I'm actually going to use this one, which is Man Eater by Tarte. So it's still blushy, but it's a little bit more of like a muted pink, and it's a cream blush. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little dab and then I'm going to blend it in right on the apple of my cheek, right? So I'm just going to smile a little bit, do a little dab. Okay, right on the apples of my cheeks, like a little doll. Then I'm going to actually blend it out with my beauty blender. If you smile, by the way, like if you smile like this, these are like the apples of your cheeks, so that's like where your blush should be. I've seen some people like take it out and upwards as well. So you can also do that. That's the blush. I feel like it just gives a more of like a little girly flushed look, which is always good. For my eyes, I have two palettes that I've been using recently. Dior Backstage Nude Essentials. As you can see, I have a few favorites in this palette, which I religiously am using. Sometimes I'm using this one, which is the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions. Again, it's like very worn and torn. And I have ones that I've used religiously to the point where they are like pretty much done. There's just like little corners that I'm using. And I like my neutrals, I like my golds, I like my shimmery sort of browns and stuff. So we're gonna use this palette, the Dior one, for today. First, I'm gonna do the sort of pinky kind of one. That one is the Shimmer Beige. So I'm gonna just take my fluffy brush and scoop a little bit of Shimmer Beige. I'm gonna go all over my eyelid. I just wanna kind of say as well that for the lashes, I'm using a glue right now, a lash glue that's white, which is awful because when I close my eye, you can see the glue on the lashes, which is obviously, you know, not ideal. But I'm gonna go pick up a clear or black lash glue because I ran out yesterday. So that's why you can see this little white on the top of my lashes right now, which is not cute, but we move. So I'm gonna take this sort of like angle-y brush and I'm gonna do this kind of brownie sort of color. That one is the Matte Warm Taupe. So we're gonna take Matte Warm Taupe and go in the outer corner of my eye, just here. Come a little bit closer. So I'm gonna like put it in the corner, the crease here. And what I do is I just kind of smudge it out a little bit, like as if it's kind of like a cat eye, but not too much, you know? Just a little smudge like that. Do the other one in the crease, right under the brow bone, and then just smudge it out like this. Now I'm gonna take this other fluffy brush and I'm gonna take some of the golds, the Shimmer Light Gold. So I don't have a lot left. I'm like salvaging what I can. And then I'm gonna do like a little brush over the base. So just here, all over, take it a little bit to the corner. So now I'm gonna do the pearly white one and I'm gonna just take a little bit, I don't want too much, under the brow bone and in the corner. So under the brow bone, just to really highlight that area, okay? And then in the corner of the eye, so right here. When it comes to eyebrows, I'm very like easygoing, almost like a little too easygoing sometimes. Like I literally just have this and I will brush them up, kind of like, you know how I just brush them up and then I just do this just to make sure they're looking neat. And then I take this angle brush and I just use literally this color, which is the Matte Warm Taupe. Just put a little on the brush. Sometimes if I have like a little gel or something, I'll dip this in the gel and then I'll put it in here. But for today, I'm just gonna do this. And I don't like my brows looking too done, if that makes sense. Like I don't like the laminated look, but I also don't like the too drawn on look. So what I do is I just do this, kind of to give it like a little darker of a look and an outline. A little bit darker of a shade and a little outline. But they're still a little fluffy, but not too fluffy. Okay, so then I'm just gonna brush. And that's literally what I do for my brows, just a little bit of eyeshadow. So I know this is also probably not what I should be doing, but what I'll do is I put the individual lashes on, and since I already have them on, obviously I'm not gonna like do it again. But what I do with my mascara is I put individual lashes on if I wanna wear individual lashes that day, and then I put mascara on top of them if they're not, you know, doing enough for me, if I need them to kind of pop a little bit more. So I've been loving this one. This is from Kiko. This is the Luxurious Lashes Extra Volume Brush Mascara. The brush is like super kind of like chunky, but the bristles are very, very close together, so it really kind of separates the lashes. So I'll just kind of like show you a little bit. Anyways, yeah. So that's kind of what I do. yeah, if I want like a more bold look, of course I'll put more mascara on or bigger lashes or whatever, more cat eye. But this is, yeah, the individuals and then the mascara on top. Okay, let's talk about the lips, because obviously I have something here on my lips right now currently. This is something that I've been doing recently, which I love. This is the Wonder Skin lip tattoo, like lip stain kind of tattoo thing. So I'll show you what it looks like. It's very like purple, and it's like a little like tattoo like thing that you just put on. I'm not gonna do it, obviously. I've already done it before the start of the video. So you put it on. It says, I think, to leave it for like 3 to 5 minutes. I like to leave it for like 10 to 15 minutes because I like my lips to look super juicy and like pigmented. And I just find like when I put lip liner on or whatever else, lipstick, lip gloss, it always fades away, like especially if I'm like eating something or drinking coffee or something. But this makes sure that your lips are stained and looking plump and juicy all throughout the day. So the shade that I use is the 065PA. I love this. Like if I were, I don't even know, have to choose one makeup item, obviously it would be my lips, because I just need to have lips at all times. Like lips, I think, and like a little bit of lashes. That's my go-to. I love it. I've ordered it 2 or 3 times, I think. I'm obsessed. Then what I do, like if I'm just getting ready in the morning or just kind of chilling or having a very relaxed day, I don't want to do too much to my lips, I love like Kiko lip oils. So this one is like a lip plumper. So previously I was using their lip oil, but now I've kind of tried to test this one out. This is 01 shade in 22 Rose. And so I'll put the Wonder Skin lip tattoo on for like 15 minutes. I'll wash it off. Then I'll put on this one from Kiko, the plumping effect. So basically that's what's been on my lips for this entire video. So then I'm gonna show you the other lip products that I use if I'm actually like going out. This is the holy trinity of my current lip lineup. This lip liner I will never stop using. I'm obsessed. This is also from Kiko. As you can see, it's so worn out. The shade is 33. I'll show you like on my hand. It's just like a very basic nude kind of lip color, but it's perfect for me. If they ever run out of this, like I don't know what I will do if they discontinue this shade, because I love it. Then I love this Gucci lipstick. This is in the shade Matilda Sunrise. I love this. Again, it's almost like it's on its very last legs. And then of course I love this Dior lip gloss. This is Dior Addict Lip Maximizer in shade 012. So this is perfect color for me. I just feel like this is like my shade. Ever since I discovered this, I'll probably never stray from it again. So I'm gonna show you the lip combo. So I just had to remove a little bit of the lip plumper so I can put on my lip liner. I'm definitely guilty of overlining my lips. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on the Matilda Sunrise. Yeah, Matilda Sunrise, and I'm gonna do it with this little brush just because it's almost running out. So I'm just gonna show you the shade really quick. Then I'm gonna put the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer. I'm gonna put this on top. How gorgeous is this combination? Like, I just feel like this is like a perfect lip combo ever. I will never stray from this lip combo. Okay, so I decided not to do the winged eyeliner like I told you guys, but what I'm gonna do instead, which I'll sometimes do if it's like a daytime look, I will do, again, this color. This is my favorite color. I use this for everything, for brows, for liner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little tiny wing with, again, this angled brush with this kind of dark shade here. So what I'll do is I'll just start here in the corner and I'll just take it out like a little bit as if it's like a winged liner, but not super harsh because, again, it's still daytime. Like, it's a summer look, but I want it to be more afternoon, like if you're going for a brunch or like an aperitivo or just like a beach thing, dinner, something like that. So you don't want to be like too harsh with the liner and the makeup, right? So smudge it out a little bit. I like to kind of do like a little triangle as well. Like I'll go here under the cut crease thing and I'll bring it out as if it's like a little mini triangle. Okay. All the way towards the edge of your eyebrow. And then smudge it in here with the crease. Yep. There you go. This is the final look. Of course, I need to fix up my hair, change my outfit, but this is, you know, the final bronze sort of look for the summer. Not too heavy, not too light. It's just kind of somewhere in between, using a lot of neutrals and bronzer, of course. I'm gonna change actually just to show you what it would look like with like a full different top, like not my robe. So actually, let me change. So this is the final makeup look. I love it. It's super glowy, bronzy, just perfect for summer. I just think this is such a nice look. Hopefully I will see you back on my channel in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe so I'm motivated to make more lovely videos like this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.